Okay, so like, I'm gonna play around with linear transforms because my original goal was, so this is like a two-dimensional neural net, and my original goal was to like just figure out sets it, like this is literally it. This is the neural net. And so you have 2 units, and so like this is the input, and this is like the hidden layer, and this is the output layer. And they're all 2 units. So it's like, everything's a point in R2. And I was originally gonna say like, hey, can I characterize? Cause I think I was. So like this is like a training pair. It's saying like this point in the input space needs to be mapped to this point in the output space, like in the output. So well, let me just run that so we can all understand the visualization. Right, so this is saying like point 17. Now the 17 is just the name. Like it's literally a two-dimensional point. But for the purposes of visualization, I've named it 17. Reminds me of that song, And then it's, so then we can see where 17 is mapped to. So like it's mapped somewhere over here in the hidden layer. And then in the output layer, it's mapped to the point that it was supposed to be mapped to according to the training set. Right, so like in this case, we have like complete convergence. And so like it seems, yeah. So we're using like linear activations here, and but we were originally interested in like nonlinear activations, and we were interested in the idea of like when can a neural net like not like fit a training set, because I mean it's kind of like empirically, if you like if you just randomly select like 10 pairs of points of like training points, like it's not going to be able to represent it. Listen, we'll just prove that. I'll prove that empirically. I'll prove that via demonstratum. So yeah, so I'm just gonna pick like a training set of size 10, and I don't know if I want to keep the, I'm just gonna delete those. I'm just gonna delete those. And so we're picking integers up to size 100, and we're picking 100 of them, and then we're going to go back to non-linear activation, which is what everybody likes, and then we'll just show, like, you're not gonna fit this, okay? Like, this training set is crazy. Let's just see what it does. Yeah. And that is kind of a general thing. Like, it likes to put the entire input grid into like a line. That's kind of like the, I don't know what you'd call that, but like it's in the middle. It's in the middle of the training points. But anyway, like it's not fitting this, right? Because like like this point is supposed to be over here. Like anytime you have a line, it means it's not fitting that particular input-output pair. So, but also like it's clear that like if this training set were, like a linear transform, like, or like, what's the word if it's concordant with a linear transform, then it could fit it. So yeah, so like we're just trying to characterize like but we're finding like for small training sets, like maybe of like size 4, like every now and then, like it doesn't seem that the neural net can fit the training set. And then, and so then we tried to make it more simpler and like just look at the linear case. And then it kind of becomes like a weird question, because it's kind of like saying like if I randomly select 3 input-output pairs, like what is the probability that it's could be fit with a linear transform? Yeah, so it's not really clear like my question is even like, or like what I'm trying to do is even coherent. But that's fine, because like we're just, like we're just hanging out and like live streaming and stuff. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the linear case. So we have 3 points, and we have 3 training pairs. Okay, so this seems like a case where, I mean, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say like if I manually input a training set, like how would I control, is there some like human comprehensible property where, because I mean like, because it's something like at the end of the day, like in the linear case, you just have a system of linear equations, and you're trying to solve it by like fixing the weights and the biases. And yeah, I mean it's not really a thing where a human can look at, like, you can't just like eyeball a system of linear equations and then be like, oh yeah, that's solvable or like not solvable. But I feel like in this case, because it's like 2 dimensions, and I feel like there should be some property of the training set where like it's, like it's not solvable. So we've kind of stumbled upon a set of, so this training set, which I just randomly was randomly generated for us, is not apparently trainable, or like it can't fit it. Yeah, it keeps doing weird stuff. So yeah, so like let's get this training set and then like postulate properties of it that because like this, it's not trainable, right? Because you have these lines. Right. I mean, like one thing I seem to like to postulate is like, like if you have a cross. But let me get the training set first, and then we'll like manipulate it to determine solvability. And I need to figure out where it goes. Okay, so like it goes right here. Okay, so those are the input points by index, right? Like they do index into the actual grid, which gives actual floating point 2-dimensional points. but we're just developing, we're keeping everything on the grid. Not really for any particular reason. So, okay. So, what do we want to do? You know, it's like, what if we just make this guy this 70? Let's make him a 90, right? Because, you know, because I don't know what I don't know what's happening. This is probably just like not gonna work ever. Okay, so it's still not apparently solvable. Also, you know, like, we're trying to solve systems of linear equations using, like, gradient descent. And, is that guaranteed to, like, solve it, or... Who knows? So anyway, I'm trying to... Okay, so what if we move this 90 to, like, 94? Okay. 90 goes to 94. Solve away. Ah. See, I can now solve it. So I wonder if it's because, like, this guy is, like, somehow in the same columns as these guys, right? So let's move it to, I don't know, 92? Okay. 91. Oh, yeah, that counts. So 90. So 90 is, it has to be at 90 to break solvability. So at 90 it's not so this is like an interesting, this is kind of interesting, right? Like, if you move this point 1 over, it becomes solvable. So, like, how does the point at 90 violate? Like, what is it violating that the point at 91, like, is not violating? Because you kind of want to say something like, you know, what if we just say, like, I mean, it seems like if you try to do, like, a rotation, but then one of the points violates the rotation, like, that should not be solvable. Because I believe it's some, it's like a theorem in, what is, like, oh, yeah, it's like the SVD. Like, if you look at SVD decomposition, it's saying that every linear transform decomposition is like conceptually decomposable, I believe, into... Yeah. Okay, so, like you can think of every, so it's saying this is your linear transform, and it's saying you can think of it as, I believe this is rotation, and what is this sigma? Like a scaling along the original axes? So v star is rotation, a scaling by the singular values. Right, so saying like you can think of every linear transform as first a rotation, and then like you scale. I'm not fully understanding the scaling part. But it's like you're, I mean, it looks like it's like scaling it along the original axis, like prior to the rotation. And then like, and then it rotates it again. Does that help? Because so it's going to say like if you have 3 points, I mean, like, okay, so like let's just try that idea. Like if you set up 3 points that have like a clockwise rotation happening, but like one of them violates the clockwise rotation, right? So we're going to say like, you know, 70 wants to go to 20. So that'll be like part of the clockwise rotation. 70 wants to go to 20. And then, you know, go over here, say like 29 wants to go to 69. That's also part of the clockwise rotation. 29 wants to go to 69. Also, let's check to see if it actually solves it, like using a rotation, because I think that's kind of a thing where like you could probably solve it like multiple ways. Holy. So this is like, I can't read the numbers. 5. You know, like I put in a like an alpha on the numbers, but like it's not respecting my alpha. Yeah, I mean, like there's multiple ways to solve that, but okay, so this is saying like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's not really like a rotation like I thought it would be. But okay, so then we'll put in like one that violates that. So we're going clockwise. So we want to violate that. So we want to say like 92 wants to go to 97. So like theoretically this is not solvable according to my current understanding, but like it probably will be. Yeah. Okay, so like how does it solve that? $17, $26, $35, $44. So 8, 9, 19. Yeah, I gotta remember to like stop the training. What is this doing? Can I do less points? Oh shit, I'm getting spammed. That's not cool. Yeah. Okay, so I need like less points. Maybe? So let's do the grid like 64, maybe? I don't know if that's really gonna... Yeah, I don't think that's gonna help anything. Wait. Yeah, I thought I... The hell? Oh, okay. Anyway. Eight, 9, 19, 29. Like... Um, 42, 47. Right? Huh. Okay, okay, maybe like crossing is a thing. So say like 11 to 78. So I think it's like conjecturally the linear transform can fit any two of these. I'm trying to use that of size 2. And then we'll go from like 17 to 71. Yeah. That was like no problem at all. It just kind of like, it flipped it. And then, yeah, like reverse. Okay. Okay, so I think we can kind of understand what this one is doing. Like it's flipping it on the horizontal axis. And then it's flipping it on the vertical axis. And, yeah. But what if I reverse one of those? So like 71 to 17? Oh no. That was like super easy. Okay, so what if I add a third one that will somehow mess up? Like, I mean, what if you just say like 39 to 49, right? Wow. Huh. I mean, I feel like a way to like generate training sets that are not fittable would be to, you know, again, like you interpret this transform as like the rotation, the scaling, and then another rotation. And then like you somehow throw in like the third training point that like somehow violates one of those steps. But that's not, I mean, it can seemingly fit anything. Like, it's hard to find, oh, well, I'm not re-randomizing, but it's hard to find a training set that it doesn't fit. Of size 3. Now, if you get to size 4, then, like, I think most training sets are not fittable. Could you have, like, a training set of size 4 where each of the 4, like, you take 1 point away, each of those are fittable? Does that make sense? Alright, let's try. Okay, let's go to training sets of size 4. Because I think most of these like are not fittable. Because okay, so it doesn't like this one. Okay, so it doesn't want to fit that. So let's get the actual training set. I mean, yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing really, but so okay, so this is our training set of size 4 that is not fittable, and so then we're gonna remove each pair individually and then see what happens. So remove the first one. And like it's fittable now. So what was the first one doing? Yeah, what even was the first one? What's the first color in my palette? Is it, I think it's this red one. Oh, well actually I can just look, yeah. 35 to 41, okay. Okay. So if you have 35 to 41, I can't fit it. Well, let's remove, yeah, I mean, is this helpful? Because I don't see, it's not like, let me go back to just like trying to come up with a training set of size 3 that should not be trainable. Which we've not had any luck in doing. Okay, so what if we do like a big plus? Hmm. What if you do like so you say like 31, say like 33, 41, like, yeah, but that's just a rotation, isn't it? Well, yeah, what if you do like something that would have to be a rotation, but like it's a non-linear rotation? I'm not really sure what that means, but like, so like 31, 32, and then you say like this one, 41, 43. And then you do like 71, 78, right? This is so not going to be fittable. Oh wait, it's easily fittable. Never mind. Yeah, I don't understand linear transforms. Was that bad? Yeah, kind of. Oh. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Right. Right, yeah, so like we're not, right, I mean, it seems, okay, so it seems like what the SVD thing is saying is, yeah, it's like, you have the original axes, then you rotate them, then you scale the original axes, which seems to be, they call the singular values, or like, and then it seems like, and then you scale, and then you rotate again. So I want to have 3 points where you can't fit them using those operations. But I'm not like seeing how to do that. What if you just do them like really close together? So you're like 34 goes to 35, and then what was I saying? 34 goes to 35, and then 45 goes to 44, right? Because like it's a different direction. 45 goes to 44, and then 54 goes to 55. Yeah, no, that's but what did it do though? Oh yeah, like, so like what did it do? So it flipped everything on the vertical axis, and That's all it did, yeah, because that's all you need to do. Because, like, it's literally, you could literally just flip it. So what if one of these is like, so that was, okay, so make 44, 43. And now I don't know what it's doing. It's like, like here's a question. Like, we believe conjecturally that any training set of size 2 is fittable. I completely don't even know why I believe that, but like I mean, it really seems like it's true. But the question would be, if you have a training set of size 2 that's fittable, can you, like, does there always exist like a third pair that would break the fittability? Actually, like, I mean, it's technically not true that any two, because, like, you can't, like, you couldn't, like, say map 75 up and then, you know, like, two different directions, but we'll ignore that. Right, so it's like, okay, these two, like it wants to put everything on a line. Never mind. But I'm saying, like, is there any, like, if you take 5, what if you say 5 has to go to 85, right? Because it doesn't seem like it would want to do that. So let's just look at that. Oh no, where did my thing go? Oh, right. Shoot. Okay. So I have to manually type it in. Okay, so, oh no! Oh, it redid it. Oh, shoot. I don't know how to use my own stuff. That's cool. Alright, let's try again. So I'm just saying, like, you take any two, any training set of size 2, and, like, it's underdetermined, so, like, there's multiple solutions. But it's like, is there a third pair that none of those solutions can accommodate? I mean, like, there's 15. Like, where are the neighbors for 15? I mean, you know, it feels like if you say, like, hey, make 16 go to 86, right? That should blow everything up, right? Like, I don't understand what the heck happened here. Like, this is 2, 3, 4, 5. Where'd 6 go?
Okay, so like we're just gonna start off with a random training set, size 2. And we're gonna try to find a third point that like it can't accommodate. So I'm just gonna like pick random numbers that are less than 100. And then, yeah, like find a third point that it can't fit. Okay, so I can fit that easily. Well, you have like, okay, so you have like 1424. This is going like it seems like, for instance, like there's no way that like 44 could go to 88. I mean, I don't know what. I mean, I have absolutely no basis for that, but like oh yeah, that's gonna be easily fittable. Dude. The fuck? Whoa. No profanities on the internet, man. Yes, I mean, like a linear transform can separate out every row and then like rotate it independently. Oh, okay, but yeah, but what if we don't put it in the same thing? So what if we say like 87? We're gonna go to 87. Yeah. Okay, let me spend 5 more minutes. I'm gonna try to find a random one that is not fittable. Like look at it some more. Fittable. 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 Yep. This might take a while. Although I have found them before. Like, you know, it's like an interesting combinatorics question. Like, if you at all understood what the heck was happening, like you could directly calculate the probability that like 3 random, you know, training set of size 3 is you know, fittable. Because I mean, fittability is just that it's, you know, it's compatible with like a particular linear transform. Yeah, it's probably like if you look at this algebraically, like it's probably not that hard to like figure out what the heck I'm trying to figure out, like using JavaScript. But oh, here's one. Maybe. Is it gonna do it? Oh, it's doing it. Whoa. I had to scale it like crazy, but it did it. Okay, yeah, I don't have any more ideas, so I've been destroyed.